Perfect day for the road. The blue sky will take us home. We'll take it easy, we'll take it slow. It's a good day for the road.
Well, the leaves are falling, and it won't be long before snow is falling in the northern states.
And we know a lot of you are packing your RV and getting ready to head to Florida.
But where do you stay in Florida? We've got lots of places that we have been sharing regularly here on our YouTube channel. Today we're going to take a look at five of the campgrounds that we think just make a perfect Florida vacation.
We've been making videos for over 10 years now, and we have new videos that come out weekly. And would you please subscribe and hit that little bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out.
So you want to go to Florida. It's going to take some flexibility and some persistence to get a reservation in these times of high demand out there. But it is doable, and we can't wait now to show you 5 more of our favorite campgrounds in Florida. This is a great park, by the way. Lots of things to do. Beach and lakes and fishing and hiking, lots of trails.
Bugs and hot weather aside, the trees are beautiful, and the campground is very quiet and relaxing. Each site has a fire ring, picnic table, electricity, and sewer hookups. But with so much humidity and the bugs in the campground, we decided to head to the beach. It's a bit too far for a hike, so we unplugged and drove the RV over.
They've got lots of spots right here. And the beach access is right here. Jen and the dog are on the boardwalk right now.
This is actually so nice that you get to take your dog here. Oh, pretty. You're a lucky dog. There are a number of access points to get to the ocean, and a lot of them have these beautiful boardwalks. Very easy, very convenient to get to the water. This is such a beautiful place to come, and you can bring your dogs. I saw people riding their bikes on the beach. This is just lovely. Very, very nice as far as you can see.
Hanna Park is not a county park. It's not a state park. It is a city park owned by the city of Jacksonville. And besides those great campsites that we showed you, it has 1.5 miles of undeveloped beach that you can use. Just a beautiful, beautiful beach with sand dunes and sea oats and fresh air and a cooling breeze off the Atlantic. It is one of the nicest parks we visited anywhere.
Just across the causeway from downtown St. Augustine is Anastasia Island and the Anastasia Island State Park, where there's a great beach with sand dunes and wide open spaces.
If you're lucky, in the very early springtime, you might catch a glimpse of whales just offshore. And onshore, you're pretty much guaranteed to see grass-nibbling tortoises. For RVers, there's a great campground and a gate for nighttime security.
Most campgrounds have gates these days. Gates to get in, to get out, maybe an area where the dogs get to go, or even a code to get into the bathroom. Do you ever find yourself forgetting the code for where you are now? Get your cell phone, take a picture of those numbers, and then you're set.
From the historic coast, we headed south, hugging the beach on Highway A1A to a spot about halfway between St. Augustine and Daytona Beach. There, we were lucky to snag a beachfront camping spot at one of Florida's most sought-after state parks, the Gamble Rogers Memorial Recreation Area.
And And here is our camping site at Gamble Rogers, and now you know why they are in such high demand.
We are just maybe a dozen steps from the Atlantic Ocean. Whether you have to reserve long in advance or whether you stumble upon it like we do, make sure this is on your bucket list.
Very nice.
Let's show them the water.
There are 68 campsites at Gamble Rogers, about half on the Atlantic side and the other half are on the intercoastal. Personally, I like the Atlantic side. I love the sound of the waves. I just like it there. And a lot of people prefer the intercoastal sites. They're a little bit bigger, a little more space, a little quieter. The intercoastal waterways are great for kayaking, canoeing, and fishing. There are nature trails that wander all over this park. Those who say there aren't any boondocking places in Florida, they don't know about the Ocala National Forest. There are acres and acres of wide open spaces for dispersed camping. Come, check it out for yourself. The Ocala National Forest covers almost 700 square miles in the center of the Florida Peninsula. It has 600 lakes, rivers, and springs amidst the primarily sand pine and scrub forest.
It has 14 developed campgrounds. Only one, though, has hookups. But for boondockers, most of the more than 400,000 acres are available for dispersed camping. A network of sandy forest trails makes it easy to find a wilderness campsite far off the beaten path.
So we're on our way to another spot called Lake Eaton Campground, and it's down a sandy, bumpy road. We haven't seen a lot of traffic, but it's pretty wild country out here, isn't it?
It sure is.
And there's a gate here, and the gate
Closes at 8.
closes at 8 o'clock, so you might be camping if you stay here too late and you're just thinking you're in for the day. So this is a self-service forest area. It's $10 per night.
This looks really nice.
Yeah,
You've arrived.
we certainly have. Beautiful trees covered in Spanish moss, pine trees.
Here in the Ocala National Forest, there are several developed campgrounds, and when I say that, I say that lightly because there is no electricity, there's no running water, but they have developed some sites in the sense that they have marked them off and they've equipped them with a picnic table and even a grill, a charcoal grill. Quiet, pretty. This is so unlike most Florida campgrounds. $10 a night for peace and quiet in the Ocala National Forest.
There isn't any running water here. There are vault toilets, so if you want a shower, you have to have like what we have, bring your shower with you, or the closest shower is 20 miles away.
Again, remember that you are in bear country here, as you are throughout most of Florida. So either keep your garbage and your food inside your RV, or if you want to get rid of it, make sure you use one of these bear-proof disposal bins. You know, this is my idea of camping.
This is absolutely lovely.
I mean, all those big campgrounds, those resorts, you know, those are nice. They really are. But the reason we like, you know, the RV lifestyle is because we can get away from it.
Welcome to Eaton Lake.
So there are lots of trails and places to hike, but Jonathan Dickinson really has some great off-road mountain bike trails. It's pretty neat, huh?
This is a beautiful place. Lots
Yeah.
of opportunities to do different things.
Yeah.
If you're fit and active, you want something to do, it's a good place to come.
Yeah, there a paved bike trail that you can take for those of you who want to go easy, and a pretty cool mountain bike trail that brings people from all across Florida to try out here. Lots of critters live out there. We have Bo with us, and with Bo with us, it's constant battle because he hears them slithering around out there and he wants to run out and see what's out there. And we just don't think that's a good idea.
Well, I think this mountain bike trail is rather interesting because it's called Gator Hole. A little incentive to get you going, huh?
I guess so. All right, we are ready to do some serious mountain climbing here in Florida on Mount Hobie.
We are going to climb the highest spot in southern Florida.
Mount Hobie here towers a whopping 86 feet above sea level. Are you up for this?
I'm up for it.
All right, Bo, how about you? Are you ready?
Oh, you ready to go?
Let's go. The river campground at Jonathan Dickinson is right along the Loxahatchee River, and this is a beautiful river. It's actually designated as a wild stream. It is a Florida aquatic preserve, and you can fish, you can kayak, you can canoe.
It's a perfect day for the road. The blue sky will take us home. We'll take it easy, we'll take it slow. It's a good day for the road.
What we like about the Forgotten Coast, it's a little forgotten.
Yeah, they call it Forgotten Coast because, can you notice? This is wild beach. There's no development here. Besides kind of a general slower pace of life, the whole coast is characterized by large stretches of wild beach like this, just the way it used to be in old Florida. It's a place where we like to come and walk Bo. You can even take them off the leash and let them play in the sand and chase the shorebirds.
When the tide goes out, you get to appreciate the roots on these pines and the different trees down here in Florida, how they all intertwine and keep the trees strong during the storms and all the weather that comes, thanks to depending upon each other.
Yesterday when we got here, the temperature was 77 degrees and a cold front has gone through, and it's now 53 degrees. And this is November when we're filming this, so be aware that the weather can change in Florida.
The cold weather aside, the Forgotten Coast is well worth the visit. Now we have to tell you, a lot of those campgrounds are booked up a year in advance.
Now, that doesn't mean you can't find a spot. Usually there's cancellations, and if you're persistent on the phone, checking online, and can be a little flexible with your dates, you can usually find a spot to stay in. But it isn't a slam dunk anymore. You really do need to plan ahead. With so many new RVers out there, they want to go to Florida too. Hey, we're Mike and Jennifer Wendland. We hope you did enjoy this video and that you did subscribe. If you haven't done so, hit the subscribe button right now. Thank you so much for watching.
Happy trails.
Here's a little hint about finding fun places to day camp. In other words, take your RV and set it up, spend the day. Look for spots along the different causeways on the east coast of Florida. For example, we're near Cocoa Beach, Cape Canaveral, and this is one of the causeways. And look, I am right on the water. And I'm able to set the RV up. We can hang around here. You can fish. You can just enjoy the sun. And you are literally right off the causeway. See the causeway there? Here's where I was able to park. There's lots of little access roads. And this is actually the intercoastal. It's not the ocean, but it is salt water. It's pretty nice.